It's an alarming number. More than 80 people have been killed in Israel's Arab society alone so far in 2023, which makes up more than 70% of the overall murder statistic in the country, although the Arab sector makes only 21% of the total population in Israel. Behind each number, a story like that of Buran Salim, a mother from the northern city of Acre. Her son Ahmad was shot dead the 6th of May, a Saturday evening, underneath their house when he was on the way to the gym. Since then, she's trying to grasp that her family is shattered.
Every small detail reminds me of him. Every morning I enter his room, kiss the pillow, tell him good morning, and that he didn't say goodbye to me. He didn't say bye, Mama. He went. He was a child who loved fashion, put perfume. I would always tell him, my love, you are like the moon. I loved him so much. He was my soul. Even the children at school loved him a lot.
Photos on the wall show Ahmad, 25, and a sports teacher at a school in Nahariya at his sister's wedding and with colleagues from work. His mother describes him as a bright and happy young man with a bright future ahead of him. She received letters from the children he used to teach, eulogizing her son.
These children don't care if he was Arab or Jewish. They just liked Ahmad. They don't know yet how to distinguish. They don't have these thoughts. They wrote such nice things about him. Every class wrote something.
Ahmad had studied at the Wingate Institute, a sports excellence college. He was supposed to receive his new degree in a ceremony in June. Now his parents will have to go pick it up instead of him. Buran Salim says her son did not have any connection to crime. The only possible link she can think of is that Ahmad had a friend who was killed years ago and he had spoken out against it on Facebook. Given the rising murder toll in Arab society, she has no hope that the police investigation will bring any results.
When there is no punishment, when there is no one saying stop, no one enforcing consequences, why not? They take the law into their own hands. Where is the law? Where is the state that protects us? No one protects us Arab citizens.
In order to draw attention on the skyrocketing numbers of murders in the Arab community, Israel's Higher Arab Monitoring Committee, civil society organizations, and bereaved families organized a convoy from different Arab towns to the parliament in Jerusalem. They want the government to hear their voices filled with pain.
If we want to talk about this year, from 80 murders, there are only 6 investigations. If we talk about the last year, there were 110 murders and only 23% of the cases were solved. Families lose their sons and have to suffer the consequences, yet the murderer is free. If we look at the numbers, each year there are approximately 90 murderers that go freely in society and live a normal life.
The trust in state institutions is low among many who lost a family member to murder. Police, on the other hand, is missing funds, manpower, and communication with leaders of the Arab community. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has a record of incitement against Arabs, and as National Security Minister is now responsible for the police.
We come, all of us, to serve all the residents of the State of Israel, religious, secular, villagers and the people who live in cities, Jews, Arabs, yes, Arabs too, because they too suffer. In Al-Fahim, Rahat, Nazareth and Sahnin, they suffer from violence, crime, weapons and terrorism. We hope to restore the national security to all residents of the State of Israel.
The Abraham Initiative's Jewish Arab organization does not buy into that. It counts the number of murder in the Arab society and says that by the end of May, it now registered more than twice as much casualties as in the same period last year under a different government.
We believe that the responsibility is on the state, is on the government, and on the government leader. These are the people that should take care of the situation, and the police is the only force that has the authority to deal with it. And, maybe if the person in charge right now can't handle with the situation, we should take a person, a professional that will do the hard work and be in touch with the Arab community and Arab leaders to deal with the situation, because it's a catastrophe.
People at the protests would support that. This woman lost her 16-year-old son Mahmoud in 2020.
Mahmoud was shot. I was at the emergency sector in the hospital when I received my son's body. Do you know how hard it is for a mother to receive her son's body?
Sarah Tawni says she knows the people who killed her son, and the police do too, but she believes there is a lack of interest in holding the perpetrators accountable.
The government? My son died 3 years ago. What did they do until now? Either it is the police or the government or the state. What did they do for the society that is dying? When there are elections, they come so that Arabs vote for them. Like Netanyahu, who calls himself Abu Yair, for the percentages. But when crime happens, you don't see anyone. They say Arabs are violent.
And at the rally, the demands on the government are clear.
They must collect the arms. They know exactly, they have good intelligence, and they know exactly who are the criminals. They must stop them and arrest them and put them on trial.
We are not on the agenda of this government. On the contrary, they are enjoying the fact that we are fragmented more and more, and we are living under the terror. Instead of thinking about our needs in general on a national level, we are thinking how to survive only.
How to continue is the question that Buran Salim does not know yet how to answer 2.5 weeks after her son's death. She and her husband even think about leaving Acre.
I'm still processing it. I don't know if one day I'll fully grasp it. But even worse is the thought that the one who killed him continues to live his life, maybe start a family. I told you, I don't have much trust in the police. The person will live, eat, breathe fresh air. And us? Our life stopped completely. This is the greater injustice than the murder.
The lack of trust in Israeli police and the low numbers of cases solved created a downward spiral of violence with no exit in sight. Pia Steckelbach for I24 News.
And